And the United Way of Tarrant County is charting a bold new course, setting its sights on innovation and making an even bigger impact on the community than it has in years past. As the new president and CEO, Adam Powell, says, it is time to refocus on its added value and its main mission, as he joins us here in studio today to talk about all things United Way of Tarrant County and its vision. First things first, good morning. It's good to see you again.
Good morning. Good to see you.
For the effect of United Way, the ripple effects in Tarrant County and North Texas in general cannot be overstated. In this new role, your leadership, taking this organization to another height, how big of a challenge is that? How big of an opportunity is that for you? It's obviously one you're ready to tackle.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity. I think when you look just historically at the work that United Way has led for over a century, 103 years in Tarrant County, we just want to build on that. I think we've established ourselves as leaders in the nonprofit problem-solving space, and we want to continue to be that, but also with some additional twists and really thinking about how we integrate emerging technology and just new ideas in terms of how we solve problems.
Well, when you talk about that, obviously you've got a track record of success. You don't want to change everything, but you do want to evolve with the times. What are some of those new opportunities that you bring to the table?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you're just thinking about like artificial intelligence, right? We are a professional problem-solving organization, and I think if we're going to continue to be that, I think you have to use all the tools in the tool belt, right? So you think AI, you think augmented reality, virtual reality, and some of these things. How do we use these and deploy these as problem-solving tools in education, in health, in financial security? And I think that's kind of what we're thinking about organizationally, and that's how we plan on moving forward, really being able to integrate that into the work that we're doing.
I know I've heard you talk about a 5-pillar strategic vision for what you want to see happen under your tenure. What are those visions or initiatives, rather?
Yeah, it's really a bifurcated approach, right? You think first, you think internally, like we want to develop internal leaders. We want to make sure the brand is ubiquitous. We want to make sure that we're continuing to raise dollars, because that supports not only our work, but the work across the Tarrant County community. And the second piece, which is more important, is really about impact. It's really about research and data and innovation, and really continue to establish ourselves as the conveners and leaders in that space. And then lastly, it's really about direct impact, right? We have narrowed our focus. We're going to be hyper-focused on education, health, financial security, and community resiliency going forward, and really thinking about how we integrate innovation into that, because our goal ultimately is really how we move the entire ecosystem forward. People, nonprofits, et cetera.
You mentioned some of those areas that you want to focus on. I know that Fort Worth ISD has faced some criticism in recent years over what it's doing with students. So much of that, though, is related to how the community is doing. You see that reflected in public schools. Some of the areas you mentioned directly impact how kids do. When you think about the big pond and the big ripple effects that are there for you, do you feel like, with all the growth we're seeing in North Texas and in Tarrant County, that we are headed in the right direction and there are opportunities for that?
Absolutely. First of all, I think we have organizationally kind of a moral imperative to do so. And I think when you mention some of the challenges that, for example, Fort Worth ISD has had, and I think we are uniquely positioned to be a leader in that space, not necessarily lead in education, but to come alongside our school district partners and say, this is how we as an outsider can support you. These are things and tools we can help bring to the table. And then really doing that, again, to move the entire ecosystem forward.
Well, when you talk about things like maternal health and financial literacy, those things have, again, broad impacts as well. For folks that have not interacted with the United Way of Tarrant County, you see the good things that happen, but maybe they haven't really touched, with you guys. How would you sell them on, hey, you know what, maybe you need to pay attention to what we're doing over here, maybe even become part of our mission? Right.
I always tell people we are community mobilizers, right? We are one of the few organizations that work across the spectrum with elected officials, with community members, with large institutions, et cetera, to really help drive work forward. And I think what's really unique about that is we understand in our space that we are not an island unto ourselves. So our work is really about how we engage the entire community. So by investing and supporting United Way, you're actually supporting all of Tarrant County.
Well, on behalf of someone who lives in Tarrant County and appreciates the work you do, Adam Powell, thank you for your time today, and here's to your mission, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you for having me.
All right.